Hello class, my name's Randall Flower, and for my music appreciation final project I've chosen to work on constructing a PVC pan flute. The pan flute is a woodwind instrument where you're actually using your air to pass it through a pipe in order to generate a sound, as opposed to other flutes where you're covering different holes to get the sounds. This is a single straight pipe, so there's a series of them depending on how many notes you want. Materials do have an effect. Do have an effect on the sound. A lot of the professionally done ones are made out of bamboo. You'll notice that a PVC one sounds differently than that, and it sounds differently than a brass instrument and everything else. In order to generate certain notes, you have to look at the science behind it and the way that passing air through a pipe gives you a certain note. It's based on the frequency, so you want, for a higher pitch note, you got a higher frequency where your air is going through the pipe faster, which would mean you have a shorter pipe. In order to calculate what pipe sizes I need, I can use the formula that the length of the pipe is equal to the speed of sound over 4 times the desired frequency, and that frequency is what the note is. So at 1,125 feet per second is the speed of sound at sea level through an elastic medium. And then, for as an example, a C note is generated by a frequency of 261.6 hertz, and when you run through this, you end up getting a pipe length of 12.9 inches. I've chosen to follow 8 notes and generated this table where you can see the different notes and pipe length sizes. In order to actually create the pan flute, you're going to have to purchase PVC. It's about, I got 10 feet for about $2. You need some kind of a cutting tool, so I have a ratcheting PVC tool, but that will probably run you about $10, or there's cheaper means to cut it. And then you're going to need hot glue or a way to fasten it. So I've already pre-marked my different cuts that I want to make to get the different lengths. So you can take my PVC cutting tool, and I'm going to make my first cut. It's pretty simple to cut. The important thing is to make sure that you cut as flat as possible, but exactly how easy it is to cut it. So this is the C note that I just cut. It's 12.9 inches long. You want to cover the bottom and blow into it. It takes some practice, but you hear the note, and then you're going to want to keep cutting at the certain lengths, and you want to make sure that you test them and you get a sound. Those should be very distinct sounds between the different sizes. Once all of your pipes have cut, you need to come up with a way to permanently cover them. I chose to use just a penny. It's a good size for covering this 1/2 inch PVC. So I just want to take some hot glue, apply it to the penny, and then apply it to one side of my PVC pipe. That way it's permanently covered. Once you have all of the pennies glued to the bottom, or however you've chosen to do it, the next thing you got to do is attach them all together. So another quick, easy way to do that is to line them up and begin to hot glue all of them together. So once everything dries, this is your instrument. It's PVC, so you have plenty of flexibility. You can paint it, mark on it, do whatever you want, customize it. Something that you wouldn't want to do with, something you may not want to do with a real expensive instrument. But you should be able to play it, and you can notice different sounds. The trick to playing it is to get it right under your lip and trying to blow air out and down. So it can take a lot of practice to really sound good. I'm not very good at it, but at least it's a demonstration. I'll now attempt to perform a short part of Mary Had a Little Lamb. So clearly I'm not the best pan flute player, but it was a cool experience. I've never played an instrument, let alone built one, so here it is. It was my shot at it. Hopefully you learned a little bit, and maybe you'll be a much better player than I am.